Okay, hi. So this is going to be video number. It's been a few, a week or so, I think, since I last put something up. Well, this is the continuation of the journey of my life on the streets of Manchester. And in this video, I visit a place where I stayed for 4 years in that same area of Withington, where I ended up sleeping rough. And one thing what I mentioned as well, I've noticed on the videos, maybe on a few of them, particularly on this one I noticed it, is my breathing. I'm a heavy smoker, and it wouldn't surprise me if I'm well on the way to getting emphysema, the way I'm carrying on. But not to say that that's what it is. Just maybe I'm being a hypochondriac there, I don't know. But the thing is that if you notice, my breathing is quite laboured and quite, and I'm walking and talking at the same time now. And it was also quite a hot day that day. I don't know if you noticed, it's quite a sunny day and it was quite hot. But so I'm sorry about the sort of my breathy commentary. I must admit, I found it difficult listening to it. Because it sounds like I've just run a marathon or something. But it's definitely down to my smoking. That's another reason why I really should try and pack them in, to be quite honest. I really need to try to stop smoking. I keep saying this to myself. I'm not really making that much effort so far, but I really need to try and do something about it, because my breathing is getting definitely difficult these days, and that's got to be down to the smoking. I can't think what else it could possibly be. It's got to be the smoking. So anyway, as I say, it's just a way of apologising for the heavy breathing, or the breathy commentary. I found it a bit difficult watching it, listening to myself sound like a living man at 90 or something. Anyway, so as I say, I apologise for that, but I hope you enjoy the video, and I'll catch you again soon. Okay, thanks very much. Enjoy.
Okay, so when I first left home, my dad had gone into hospital. I was brought up by my dad. It was just me and him. Anyway, again, long story, blah blah blah. Anywho, this passageway, think about it. Oh god, it must have been like what, 1980. No, I've got to think now. Actually, God, blimey, I'm not even too sure myself. 84, maybe 85, and the passageway is still there. It looks more or less it did as it did then. Funny enough. Anyway, so I'm walking down this passageway for the very first time back in 85, whatever it was. Might have been a bit later. I can't quite remember now, to be honest. Anyway, so I comes out onto this road here. This is Parkville Road, by the way, just for anybody's particular information. Oh,
Christie's round here.
yes, it is. It's just over there, but how you get to it with the car, I'm not entirely sure. I think you have to go down one of these side roads here and come back out. But it's literally on the other side of these houses there.
Thanks a lot.
No problem. Yeah, so I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, so this is Parkville Road, and this, like I say, I walked down this road for the first time back in about 80, 85, I guess it would have been, yeah, like I say, I was heading towards this place, this bed and breakfast place I'd never seen before at that point, run by this family. And again, I didn't realise it was a family. I just told it was Mr. and Mrs. Law that run the place, and they'd only been open a few weeks or something, but it was highly recommended apparently, and it was for single homeless men, young men, and anyway, it was recommended to me by an organisation called Lance. And like I say, it was the first time I'd ever been separated from my dad, because I'd lived with my dad all my life at that point, 18 years of age, well 17 going on 18, and like I say, he was in hospital, he was in a pretty bad way, and I couldn't keep the flat that we were in because I just made a complete mess of things. for want of a better way of putting it. Anyway, suffice to say, I ended up having to come here, and I was quite scared, quite nervous, but kind of excited as well, I guess, because it was the first time, like I say, I'd be living without my father, and 17 years of age, it's just quite an exciting time, but at the same time also quite daunting and scary. And although I had some good times here, I also had some not very good times as well, but I guess that's part of life. Although my not so good times weren't just the fact that my gyro didn't turn up or something, or whatever. Mine was the fact that I ended up in hospital, psychiatric hospital, several times, and that's where I first started to self-harm. So, but anyway, as I say, that's another story altogether again. But I'm just going to show you where this place was, and it's a nice area really. I mean, it's quiet, you don't get a lot of bother generally, and this is actually not far from where Oasis come from at all. The band, the Manchester band Oasis, Noel Gallagher and his brother Liam. Well, the Gallagher brothers live just over the other side of this park, or did, obviously. I think their relatives still live there. I think their mum still lives there, I'm not sure actually. But I didn't know that at the time, obviously, because it was well before they even came on the scene, I guess. I don't know exactly. I wasn't a big fan. I didn't follow them. Well, so I like some of their stuff, don't get me wrong. I do, I like some of their stuff, but I wasn't a big fan or anything. But but as I say, they lived just over the other side of that park. I don't know if you can see the park. That's Fog Lane Park over there. So, and as I say, if you walk right the way through and on the other side, you come to a place called Burnage, which is where they lived. So we're coming up to the corner now, and on this corner there used to be a row of shops, and those shops, the first two on the corner, had been turned into this bed and breakfast, and they still had their old shop fronts, but with net curtains on them instead of things in the window. And again, they've been changed again, because the last time I came to visit down here a few years ago now, they'd all been changed. They'd been turned into separate like flats or houses or something, so all the shop front had gone, and now they look just like little houses instead of shops. You would never have known that there used to be shops. Well, at least I don't, unless mind you, I can't blame myself now, because like I say, it's been a couple of years. But right, we're coming up on just this second past this blue bin. Once we round this blue bin here, you will see where the bed and breakfast used to be. And as I say, it's changed a heck of a lot. You see, look, in fact they probably pulled the whole thing down and built this actually, now that I think about it. I just couldn't remember from last time, because it was a while, like I say, since I was last here again. But yeah, so presumably, because there used to be shops there, and as I say, the shops used to go on around the corner here, and this is where Mr. and Mrs. Lawless used to be. And then there was more shops around this side here, and again, believe it or not, even this little bay window here, there used to be shops there as well. It was all shops on this corner at one time, apart from obviously Mr. and Mrs. Lawless, which was bed and breakfast essentially. But lo and behold, you will see that on this end there is still a shop. Oh no, I'll tell a lie, sorry. No, it's not, it's still houses. But there used to be shops there a while back. Right, okay, so that's where I started from, 18 years of age. Okay, I'll leave it there for now.